the channel of love. I was going to call it a sensitive live with Lucy today. I think we might have some misunderstandings going on, especially between me and Jasper, because I was out in the garden. Our garden's got like two parts to it, and I was really down the bottom end, and I heard Emily shout from like the back door. But this is what I thought she said: "Is Jasper with you?" And I said no. And then I sat there and I thought, did she ask if Jasper was with me, or do you want Jasper with you? And I thought, I just said no. I did try to like say to her, did you say, is Jasper with me? But she had gone. Now I've noticed Jasper is currently in the neighbour's garden in the sunshine, like lapping up the sun. But I've seen him twice now. Like I've been out there a couple of times, and he's been out there for a few hours. And I said, are you just going to like sit there in the sun all day? It's like normally he comes when I'm in the garden, he comes for a cuddle. So I've just seen Emily. And I said to her earlier on, did you ask if Jasper was with me, or whether or not I wanted him with me? She said, I asked you if you would come and like get him. And I said, oh, I said no. I said, I think he's upset with me. I said, there's a misunderstanding going on. So, so what did Jasper hear? Will you come and get Jasper? No. I thought she was just asking whether or not Jasper was with me. I'm blocking out the lights. Here comes the sun, little darling. It's all right. I'll have a chat with him when he comes to see me. And then I have the other pussycat, who's been waiting, who was waiting for the door downstairs to be opened. And she's darted upstairs, and she's currently curled up in a box on the floor. And when Emily pointed her out, my door was open, and she kind of looked as if she wanted to dart into my room. And I closed the door on her. Oh my goodness. Just because I don't really want her in the room all day. Okay. 10 of Cups. Well, I didn't know what was going to be coming through, like the reading. That went through my mind. Good morning, Cynthia, darling. And let's just see what the cards want to say. I can see here, like, a couple. It's divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Their inner child is here with an angelic force. And like they're doing, well, they're dancing in a ring. They're just dancing. I don't know, yeah, they're joyful. Masculine and feminine are interlocked. The masculine actually has his hand on the rainbow bridge, and the feminine's, I'll say it looks like it's just out of reach, but it's not. It's like the masculines can reach for this, but they're like, you're interlocked, you're entwined. He's reaching for the 10 of Cups. Oh, I'll take this top card. It's just like flipped. Well, it hasn't flipped, it's just moved on my lap. Oh, the screen. Okay, I'm to tell you about what was on the screen. Emily said, just ignore the screen. I'm watching the making of the reunion. It's in the making. The making of the reunion of Harry Potter. And we're using the Witches Tarot. Okay, the bottom of the deck as well. The death energy. So, transforming. It's like Transformers, divine masculine in disguise. He's like, head's on fire. He's got a hot head about him. His eyes are red, and so is this horse. Tunnel vision's coming through, like kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, totally ignoring everything else and any other discrepancies, distractions. I'm not sure what's going on with the lighting today. It's quite misty around here, isn't it? You see the eyes here. He's ignoring anything, everything, everyone. No, he's not ignoring that boy. Okay. That would be, I feel, like the inner child. And I felt with like an angelic, because I feel masculine, feminine's an inner child here. You can't really see the masculine. But this is an angelic force here. Who's dancing with them. So this angelic force is kind of given the go-ahead. The song Ring a Ring of Roses, is that a song? Nursery rhyme? Nursery rhyme? It was about the Black Death, wasn't it? The plague. That came out the other day. Death. Ring a ring of roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down. Fishes in the water, fishes in the sea, we all stand up with a 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the deck. Oh, Magician. As above, so below. As within, so without. It's just the most powerful card in the deck. Everything you need is on the table. A D-tagger is coming up. See this little instrument here? It's a little circular pot. Well, it's not a pot. That's a contraction. It's magnetic. And it will D-tag tags that are used on products. You have the magnetism. And it's like when the two are together, then you're released. It's released. Freedom. When the two are together, you feel like you're free. You've been released. Oh, well, of course you do. It's a 10 of Cups energy here. Like, you feel at home. You, when the two of you together, it's like you can conquer the world. It's just this energy that you feel safe whilst in each other's presence. And this is what the Magician wants to make happen. I feel this is a magician here. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, we all fall down. How songs and sayings change from place to place amazes me. I was actually going to say, as a child, that was what the version was that we would sing. Ring a ring of roses. Well, we've got to be touching on something here. Look, there's loads of roses. He's got the white rose on his flag. I always felt that was like the English rose. And then you've got, like, he's twirling this ring. The infinity symbol, but like 1/2 of it. So if we say 1/2 of the yin yang, it's, you can see here with the masculine, he's touching like the rainbow bridge here. So he's been given control and power, or he's taken back. He's been given the courage and the strength to take back control and power. So ring a ring of roses. We could say, is this what the posies are here? Because I was going to say I felt this was the masculine's like, let's get back to the story. This is the masculine's inner child here. And if you have a look at the head, well, it's a skull of the rider here, his eyes, because I could only see like one red eye, but I can see like the other one, and it's looking down at the boy. Have some posies, put them in your pocket. I feel like this energy of actually good luck. Okay, I can see part of another card here. This one. I'm going to show you because I can see the blue skies. Bear would say the red eyes means he is cursed. I don't feel a negative energy to it. I feel not a curse. I feel more driven by love and desire. Spellbound, maybe. The Fool. Taking that leap of faith. He may feel as if, I don't feel like as in a curse though, as in like this is, oh, this is bad. Like, this is more, this is what we're doing. And I feel the higher self has a lot to do with this. Of course it does. Okay. Let's go to the energy cards to see what this energy is. So now with the blue clouds are white clouds, Lucy, with a blue sky. We fall asleep with our legs in full hangman position. Thought it was interesting. Okay. It's an interesting position. And this card here is strategy. Let me tell you a little story about yesterday. So it was on the bottom of the deck yesterday and it was in reverse. And then yesterday I just had the feeling just to go through the deck, or it may have been this morning. I think it was this morning. And turn different points, turn the cards round. So I knew the strategy card was up right now in here. But I didn't know when it would appear. So a strategy is appearing. Divinely inspired, divinely orchestrated, making this masculine very hot-headed, as if like he is being driven. I pulled that one and the heart chakra as well. Did you? Okay. From this deck, do you have this deck? And what is the heart chakra, Cynthia? Please do tell. What angel is that? Let's have a look at this strategy here. Journal, log. Making a plan. Yesterday after our reading, energy oracle, yes. Upright, like that hangman turning around, his legs up. Archangel Raphael, number 38. So we fell asleep with our legs in full hangman position. So this card shows a pen, journal, compass, and a key. Well, interesting, because like there's 4, I said you have all the tools that you need. And there are 4 elements, should we say that, on the magician's table. So this card shows a pen, journal, compass, and key. I've got the key, I've got the secret. When you receive this card upright, it indicates that this is the optimum time for setting up a very specific strategy for achieving your goals. Write about the direction you want to go in. Consider any potential change in course that may be needed. Be aware of the particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. Structure the short-term goals needed to make your long-term goal a reality. This card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control. Add thought to action and set your sights on the road ahead. Wow. It's time to take full control. And you've been given the strength. You've been given the audacity to do that. Take back control of your life. It's like, how dare you? It's like, I do fucking dare. And that is how we ended yesterday on the message. It was like, I dare not tell you. This masculine is feeling daring. I dare you to take back full control of your life. Should we get another card? Feel inspired by Cynthia. Do you put yours in reverse as well, Cynthia? Because I don't normally... There's only 2 decks that I purposely know that there's like... I've put reversals in there because the messages are really good. But apart from that, all my other cards are right. I don't really do reversals. We have cornucopia in reverse. Now, why does that take me to like 11:11? We've got this rainbow in, so I feel like this is the masculine's role. But let's have a look at the message. But that's kind of what come through. We've got to give them a job, haven't we? A purpose. So the wishes fulfilled. The cornucopia received, no, the cornucopia reversed is often a card of personal frustration. You may find yourself feeling discouraged by having your wishes denied, or perhaps you're just disappointed with the delays involved. I would feel that's the feminine's energy here. Don't be surprised or too disheartened if obstacles seem to block your way. It may simply take some patience and persistent action, or it may require a radical shift in how you're approaching your goals. This card reverse may indicate a cycle of restriction or a period of lack or loss. Don't let this deter you. Use this time to go deeper. There may be a lesson to learn or an entirely new direction to take. Be open, flexible, and aware. Remember, there are many roads to happiness. The affirmation, the universe is abundant. All that I desire comes to me in just the right time and way. I am blessed. I feel it's definitely for the feminines there. Right, okay. And I was also drawn, because I felt the energy was sensitive, I was drawn to the book Raise Your Vibration, because I felt more by coming on today that you were going to be cheering me up rather than me cheering you up. Not that I'm like depressed, but it's a sensitive energy. It's just a bit... Raise your vibration. Where there's a will. Vibe number 21. Where there's a will, there's a way. Within you is a mighty power. You have the ability to achieve your dreams and create miracles in your life. Everything you do and everything you say is radiating out from you now and preparing the way forwards. You are a limitless being, suspended in a universe that is full, vibrant, and unlimited in energy. It's with you now, it's in you now, and it's got your back. And it's got your back. The power of intention is amazing. It's always working, even when you don't realise it. Everything that you say as a statement, sarcastic or not, is an intention. Every experience you accept into your life is also an intention. Now, let me get this clear. I'm not telling you to stop having a joke and a laugh, but I am encouraging you to get clear about what you want to experience in the world. Experiencing bad behaviour from others or feeling abused or taken advantage of can affect our intentions. To make it simple for you, it's like this. If a friend, colleague or partner starts to treat you in a way you don't feel is acceptable and you don't use your inner power to change it, the universe, even though it doesn't want this for you, will start to echo this type of experience in all four corners of your life unless you change it. It's as if magnetic waves from your thoughts and experiences move into your aura and attract similar energy, which then brings similar experiences into your life. It's strangely easy to forget the fact that you are powerful and able to create amazing experiences, especially if life comes along and sweeps you up in a wave. A great tool that has helped me is being able to declare to the universe whether I feel something is in alignment with what I am ready to receive or not. For example, if something happens that I would like more of, I say, yes, universe, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly the sort of experience I enjoy and am open to receiving. I do exactly the same thing when something occurs that doesn't feel congruent with my path. I say, I'm grateful for this learning experience, but I'm now choosing to clear from my aura all the thoughts, intentions, and energy that have created this. I choose to have loving and supportive experiences in my life. The vibe of the day. Today you are encouraged to cultivate the power of your will. Know that every one of your thoughts, feelings, actions, and experiences is preparing the next experience of your life. If something doesn't feel right, clear it and restate your intention. I am grateful that I can cultivate my life. Every thought and feeling I have is creating my world. I am ready to clear all thoughts and intentions that are not aligned with my happiness. Today I choose to know that only good experiences lie before me. My life is a joy, and I choose to experience joy in all four corners of my life. It feels so good to be in tune with the field of energy that moves through me. I am safe. I choose to release challenge and embrace positive change. Share your vibe. I choose to release challenge and embrace positive change. Good afternoon, Pandora. You're overcast here for a few days. It's been lovely and sunny out there. Oh, it still is. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Mm, mm, mm. You heard lightning strike when I read that, Pandora? Interesting. Energy gone a bit grey. Energy gone a bit Christian grey. I like a bit of that. Visually, wow, that's strange. Visually, I tend to see things in order. To hear them, it is strange. I enjoy it. Yes, I enjoy it as well. Like the signs, the sounds. You're thinking a certain thought and then you'll hear like a birdie agree with you, or you'll hear a car horn. We've got the fluff cards here. Chariot. Yeah, I feel a bit snappy. Okay. Ooh, a little bit all over the place. They feel heavy, but they're nice and light. Did you hear the beep outside them? They're nice. They feel heavy, but they are actually nice and light. That'd be like this, reaching, being able to touch the rainbow bridge, but then being, you know, a bit hot-headed. On fire. Fired up. All fired up, I feel alive. Very nice. Oh, it's a very sexual energy. I already knew that. It's like a ticking time bomb. Okay, so we've got the Four of Cups, which is the card of being like dissatisfied and stubborn and pessimistic, grumpy, moody. But it just looks like the Two of Cups to me, all this love just overflowing. And it says luxury. So we're turning around like the disappointment to like, oh, it's passion, because next we've got the Ace of Wands. And I felt the energy of like a double whammy, because it's like double cups here. Oh, you're going to get it. Okay. And then we've got the Seven of Wands. That's someone like taking back their power, standing their ground. And all I can see is that wand in the middle there. And then we've got the Emperor. And he's like looking at all of this. It's here, it's his, it's here, it's his, and it's willing and waiting. Does he have the will? Does he have the willpower to go after what seriously he is desiring? I surrender, I surrender. It's like the lamb to the slaughter. Submissive energy here. I felt the energy. You may feel that it's like grey, but I feel it's more of a Christian grey going on here. What are you going to do? I'm not talking like sexually. He knows what he wants to do sexually, but this is like, what are you going to do? Should we go to another book? I'm sure I brought in another book with me. Did I not bring in another reading book? I was going to, I'm sure I was. We can go to this one again. 101 practices to increase your spiritual connection. Keep calm and cooperate. That's not like the dominant and the submissive. Okay. Sometimes it can be very easy to be pulled into the mindset that life is working against you, but it's not. The universe is always working in accordance with your free will. It wants you to be happy, abundant and fulfilled in it, and it loves you more. It doesn't say that, I'm adding in that and part. And it loves you more than words can describe. Let it support you. Today you are invited to cooperate with the universe by keeping calm. If something has gone wrong, know that the universe has a greater plan. Instead of having a meltdown or freaking out, keep calm. Remember the field of energy that surrounds you and moves through you responds to every thought, feeling and intention you have. If you feel that it's not working with you and that there's some sort of karma trail following you, well, that's what you'll experience. So today, choose to know that you are being supported, held. My heart's beating so fast. Okay. So today, choose to know that you are being supported, held and led by the presence of light that exists within you. Take several deep breaths and trust that the universe will cooperate with you when you cooperate with it. You are a team. Know it is your biggest fan, your greatest supporter and the cheerleader of your soul. Vibe of the day. The universe is my greatest supporter. Today I choose to cooperate and keep calm. The power that created me is always working in my favour. This I know and trust. Share your vibe. I kind of want to go, give us an A. A. Share your vibe. The universe is my soul's greatest cheerleader. I like that. Let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Oh my goodness, I've hit the screen, so they've gone on now. She's got like Ronald Weasley going like this. He looks like he's got a whole... It looks like they're on the train. Okay. The Hogwarts Express. Making of Harry Potter reunion. Return to Hogwarts. Behind the scenes of the 20th anniversary. But, he's on the train, he's got all like the sweets next to him, on the seat next to him. I mean, his hair is like that colour. Do you want to see? I'll just show you, shall I? Let me just show you. Here we go. And all the sweeties. There we go. That's what's up there. It's like being a kid in a sweet shop. Delight. Dried flower fairy. Sweet memories. Card number 11. I say this masculine's receiving reminders. The train looks so massive compared to him. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Have you watched 50 Shades of Grey? I thought it was a beautiful story. Yesterday I said about, we were going to be like focusing on like resting and molesting. I didn't understand why that word would come through. But that would come down the lines of like Christian Grey. They're just traumas, aren't they? Programming. But the ending is absolutely beautiful. It's like Anastasia just helped him to become like the man that he truly was. And there was just a lot of kinky fuckery involved. I mean, there was a contract. She set the... she said her no's to certain stuff, but yeah, it's not a movie that I really okay, yeah, so that it's not your cup of tea, that kind of sexual interaction, like being a submissive, or I'm not saying to like that degree, I mean, but elements of it. I think it's just each to our own, isn't it? And that's what we'll be attracted to. Someone who is like us and does enjoy the same things that we enjoy. Anyway, I still haven't read your comments, but I'm not going to. We're going to carry on with this. Let's focus on some sweet memories. We opened up to it straight away. This daring, it doesn't say daring, darling. Little fairy just loves to collect memories and to treasure them, wearing them as garlands, their sweet faded fragrance reminding her of happy times. She helps you by collecting all your happy, sweet memories and keeping them from fading too. She has wings that resemble the wonderful monarch butterfly, which is renowned for the vast distances it can travel. So these memories may be of very long ago, down through the ages, but they are still able to fly to you and reach you with their message of love and sweetness wherever you currently find yourself. When you experience a difficult and challenging time, the dried flower fairy flies to your side, shows you a moment that you had forgotten, and magically the present moment transforms. You will always have her with you, most especially in the times when those sweet moments seem furthest away. She will come to you, and she will remain with you. Expect calls out of the blue, bumping into old friends, a photograph of a loved one, or a reminder of happiness coming to you in other sweet and serendipitous ways. The dry flower fairy speaks. Do you remember that time when you played with the fairies in the garden? Do you remember when your imaginary friend was more real than your own parents? What about the first time you ever noticed your shadow quivering in the light, swam in the sparkling sea, held hands or exchanged glances with someone you liked more than just friends? When you were given a gift for no reason, hugged by a friend, had a perfect day, found messages from angels in the clouds. You seem to have forgotten all the precious moments, so I've been busy gathering them up for you. I now return them to you, so your sadness can be transformed. Let happiness, bliss, and gifts for no reason become possibilities you believe in again. When I see you smile and treasure a moment from the past in the present, I know my work has been done. And that's kind of like puts a smile on my face. Thinking about kinky fuckery. Thank you. I felt the energy of you perking me up today, rather than the other way round. Divination message. You may soon be experiencing little reminders of some of the sweetest, most fun and uplifting times in your life, the kind that has no great significance historically, but in the story that is your life, moving on to page number 69, they are pivotal moments. It could be seeing a rainbow, a star shining bright, or a photograph of your father holding you closely in his arms, or receiving the knowledge and sudden realization that something you did made a large and meaningful difference to someone else's life. You have so many jewels. It's time to sift through the precious moments in memory, and by honouring these and feeling them again, change the present for the better. The magic of your sweetest memories will be worked into the present moment, and your current struggle will be momentarily relieved, and that transcendent feeling of being one with all that is will return, giving you the strength to go on and do what must be done. Very nice. Oh, you like the film? You just didn't know what I meant. Okay. It's about trust, isn't it? That's personally for me. It's like my divine masculine, like, helped me to, like, really accept and explore my body openly and just feel very safe and comfortable in doing that, which I've never been able to do with anyone else. And I thoroughly enjoy, like, that feeling of just being able to just be entirely myself. It's just amazing. He taught me to love myself. Anyway, let me carry on. What other cards have we got we can use here? We'll go to the Sacred Spirit reading cards. It's just something that we enjoy doing together. And it's like whenever we are together, it's like we're just naughty. It's nice, but yeah. It's just a magnetism that still seems to, like, be there. Like, even now, after I don't even know how many years. I was 19 when I first met him, nearly 20. So let's say 20. I know, that's like 25 years. And it's just, it was there at the start, but it's like intensified. I was a different person back then, very insecure, wasn't so open. And even the last time I spoke to him, we kind of like done some reminiscing. He was like, do you remember how, like, you were so closed off, like, back in the day? And I tell him, like, it's great growth. I'm so appreciative of, like, the opportunity to, I was going to say to find myself, but blessed, really. Let's look at the Sacred Spirit. Illuminate the shadows, focus on a solution. divine will. I was thinking about how I'm very solution oriented, and there's always a solution. In my mind, there's always a solution. I wish I had met my DM at 18, would have had such a different life. Well, not necessarily, because you may not have been aware when you were 18, so it could be the same that you like meet each other at a very young age and then not really understand the connection, go your separate ways, but nothing ever really. He was always, in my mind, it was just, that was my ideal. So if you ask me who like out of all the men, there hasn't been many men. Seriously, when I was like, just before I was 21, I was already engaged, so I'd kind of moved on from that and had met what was going to be like my husband. And yeah, I was like engaged at 20, so I'd met my divine masculine and then actually moved like further down the country and met the girl's dad like within a couple of months, and he proposed quite early on in the connection, within a couple of months, and then we were married a year later. So I was married at 21, and obviously he kind of made his transition 5 years ago, and I've had no interactions like with any other masculines apart from my divine masculine since then. So yeah. But without all of that other stuff, then I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So maybe it's about being ready, mature. A big thing about like understanding that, okay, we've gone through a bit of life now, and still there's just this this soul yearning, this soul wanting, there's this magnetism between like the two of us. So when we understand our shadow, and I feel like my shadow side is definitely like my divine masculine, and I'm his light side. But simplify the issue, focus on a solution. 21. And when we reconnected, so it was like 16 years, there was no contact from like leaving like each other's presence. We wasn't in a commitment or a relationship. We just were working together, living on site, and it felt like he was always, I didn't like chase him or anything. He would just like turn up and we would end up doing naughty things. And nobody knew. And then, so when we parted, and then I like reconnected with him like 16 years later. And what went through my mind, because I hadn't really looked for him, but the boy that I was kind of going out with was like his best friend, but I'd started like dating him. It wasn't much of a connection to like really shout from the rooftops. That's when like his friends came like on the scene after I'd already started a connection. But the first time I saw my divine masculine, it was like, and who the fuck are you? It was instant. I just watched him kind of walk past, and then saw him walk up to like my boyfriend at the time, and it was like, oh, this is interesting. But after 16 years, he said to me, I said, I really liked you back then. Like, really, he went, why on earth didn't you tell me? So I made sure that I told him, like, second time round. It was just kind of like the go ahead. It's like, well, I'm not going to miss that opportunity again. At least, you know how I feel. So when we understand our shadow, we can fully appreciate the light. We must have both aspects within our spirit to have a meaningful life. And I feel like, because when I said like he's my shadow side, but he is my light, I feel like he's a male version of me. He's just amazing. In my eyes, he's amazing. And it's not like he's dark, but he is like, his thoughts, I would say, are on the other end of the spectrum sometimes. So when we understand, and I was going to say, and also like he understands my shadow side. So when we understand our shadow, we can fully appreciate the light. I'm going to elaborate a little bit. He can tell me what my insecurities are. But then I think he equally knows that I know what his are. What his insecurities are as well. Vulnerability. It's like being open. And I've never been like open and honest. I can't lie to him. That one I know. It's just, yeah. Not that I would openly tell him everything. But when he asks me, I will answer honestly whatever he wants to know. So when we understand our shadow, we can fully appreciate the light. We must have both aspects within our spirit to have a meaningful life. Without darkness, how can one fully appreciate the beauty and simplicity of life in all its forms? Once we remove fear and personal doubt, it makes room for love, confidence and motivation, reclaiming your personal power. Our shadow self highlights the need to place ourselves first, and when we are stuck within our shadow side, we are unable to see the light of day. We become clouded and foggy with confusion, often forgetting gratitude and compassion through our own selfish moments. Illuminating the shadow is to fully understand our personality and subsequently understand the shadow in others, enabling us to be more considerate of another person's hardships and developing empathy with and compassion for other people. Right now you are encouraged to illuminate the sections of your personality that are working against your situation. Accept that these challenging aspects are a part of you, embrace them, love them, and plan how to achieve a form of balance and make this part of your psyche ultimately work for you. Now is the time to focus on a resolution instead of just on the problem or challenge. How did you get here? Acknowledge your current circumstances and focus on how you can achieve a positive outcome. Now is the time to get your personality in line with conscious thought. Apply these balanced characteristics to areas in your life that could utilize these energies, such as leadership, communication, relationships, employment, and self-talk with your spirit. Once you grow your understanding of your unique personality, you can begin to realign your life to nurture and support your goals and personal interests. She's noisy. All of a sudden she's like making this noise where she's licking her paw and like cleaning the side of her face. The affirmation: I effortlessly create peaceful solutions with my personality. Effortlessly. You never forget that hey you. That's interesting, Cynthia. My Divine Masculine would always say hi you. And I would always say hey you. Okay. Should we continue for a bit longer? Let's continue for a bit longer. Oh, I've got the Lovers Oracle. We'll go to them. Oh, I've turned a bit chilly. Did I bring in the Journey of Love? Spencer brought in a Journey of Love card. There's a rainbow here. Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Oh, I feel like I want a roomy message as well. Something to do with the passion, the fire. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Look at all these kisses over you. I want to kiss every inch of your beautiful body. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Sacred union. Honour and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Truly. Ooh, I feel emotional. It's beautiful. Okay. Oh. Journey of love. There's quite a lot of boxes here. I mean, the cat's in one of them. Although she's up now. She's not out of the box, but she's given herself a proper clean. The poster on the wall. It's a Bratz poster. It's got a halo above the R. It says the girls with a passion for fashion. What's in fashion at the moment? Love. Well, that's what we're going to be bringing into the moment. It's going to be the latest fashion. Love. Heart of God. Card number 9. You are part of something profound, a divine calling and privilege. It is the role of the inspiratrix or inspirator upon this earth, the women and men who have hearts capable of bliss. Bliss is what we feel when we let God in. The heart opens, and we cannot speak for the sensation of it. It cannot be described. Great hearts can tolerate mystery. They can bear the enormity of divine bliss beyond analysis and description and simply be. You don't have to do anything with it, you see. To be the inspiration is to have a heart open to the divine. It's a life calling. Your heart is an inspirational force to be loved, recognised and protected for the precious catalyst of divine awakening that it is. Be led by your heart. God is in it, speaking through it, calling you forth to love, and the love that flows through your heart filters out through your toes, dropping on those beneath you as stars falling from heaven. This oracle holds a message for you, direct from the divine. You have a sacred purpose to fulfill upon this earth, and it's all sorted out. This situation, this issue, this awakening that you seek and are living even now is held lovingly in the hands of the Divine Creator. The Creator says to you, leave it with me, it's all unfolding in perfection. I am alive in your heart, I am your heart. Okay, the poem. When souls are touched with love sublime, and hearts unleash the wonder found, a promise made somewhere in time, of words that speak without a sound. In gratitude we transcend space, and bliss we bless the gifts we now can keep, of thoughts caress in soft embrace, and eyes allowed in joy to weep. The moment's song that we compose will leave this life with no regret, and carry forth what we impose, to chart again a course once set. For what we have is ours to own, each breath a step we measure sweet. Together now, we wait alone, and walk in peace, our hearts complete. Rumi. Okay. Star Mother Arrakis. Don't discount this energy here. Star Mother Arrakis. Card number 23. Because the Divine Mother manifests. What card number is it? 23. I was going to say 53. 23. Be the king who has made his own kingdom. Be the moon that has made her own summit. How much longer will you cuckoo like a pigeon? Lots of pigeons bringing me messages lately. Empty your head of all mortal lusts and become life without breath. You will not call out for God anymore, for you have become immersed in God. Rumi. Your star mother Arrakis dances with your soul. Spot on, Lucy. Yeah, I know. I said it's your higher selves there, your inner child, if you want to say that. Dancing with this spiritual being. Your star mother Arrakis dances with your soul on the celestial inner planes. She dances in the embrace of Father Sky, shining white and pale, deep in devotion to the light behind all that is. Arrakis, dancing star of the heavens, incites our souls to feel the rhythm of life and surrender to it in flow, in grace, stumbling and in play. Like a child who thinks not of the right steps, but just moves with music and with joy. She reminds you to dance freely and from your heart. Amazing message. She reminds you that your soul is constantly dancing with the divine. What better way to connect with the joy and beauty of your soul than to mimic its movements? So dance, beloved. Let your being dance. O Arrakis, your bright beauty penetrates even the darkest of minds to remember, remember, remember. She calls out, her voice is music to our hearts. You are a child of heaven. You are born of such regal stuff dear dancing child of the stars. When you suffer, I send you my comfort as stars falling from the sky. When you triumph, my dance becomes wild, and light erupts from my heart in all directions. The light becomes music, stirring within you with an urge, almost inexplicable, and yet so very deep and real, to make music, to create art, to dance, to play, to be at one with the joyful creative energy that dwells within you, beloved. Star child, earth angel, divine creature, your star mother keeps an eye on all the wild games happening in the sacred playground of the earth. She will care for you, righteous and true, shining divine justice and protection. No bully shall prevail over you. No bully from within you shall prevail either. No lies, deceit, or injustice shall temper your wild truths. Be demanding in claiming her love for you. Learn how to love yourself as she loves you with wild, unconditional, passionate regard. Be like the child wailing for its mother. Ma, 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 come close. Then she descends like a torrential downpour. Then she descends like a torrential downpour of devotional light. A tsunami of affection is unleashed. A rampaging cosmic tigress hurtles towards you, her claws gripping the fabric of the skies as she rushes to protect her beloved cub. She will fight for you against the forces that would dull you and dumb you down, obscure your brilliance, and stultify your free-form dance into strict, choreographed movements. She will pour her luminous essence into every crevice of your demanding soul. Nothing can resist her light. All shall be washed and revived in the outpouring of her luminous love. Then sated and content, you are the child so secure in the love of the mother. You trust in life implicitly. So I say that. Implicit. Lucy, just carry on. And in what you brought and what it is brought to your door. You trust in life implicitly and in what is brought to your door. Do not succumb to untruths. You do not resist because you are safe. Held in the love of the mother, you have no need to resist. What is there to resist? Nothing. There is only the loving truth in your world, and all is at peace in your heart. And should there be cause to stand up and fight, for love, for freedom, for light, for her truths of unconditional love, respected and honoured, well, you shall be particularly equipped for success. When there is that war to fight, you shall be the warrior who defends the motherland, absolute in your devotion to her ways, and empowered through her vast, how do I say this word? In her indefatigable, triumphant power. And shall you bludgeon your way with brute force and fear? Of course not. So here is your guidance. Let's get to it rather than dwelling on all these words that I'm finding hard to pronounce. So here is your guidance. Lay down your old weapons, for new technology awaits you. It is the most magnificent of forces, that of divine alignment, of surrender to the Star Mother and her way of luminous potency. From her great vantage point, the vastest problems of our earthly mindsets are merely in need of a quick whipping by the tail of a comet, and this she easily achieves by flicking a strand of her hair or poking out her tongue. In the hands of a greater being, even your deepest trials will succumb to divine victory. Your ability to take the journey will be strengthened, and your success only a matter of the passing of time? Can you give yourself this gift, this blessing of the love, power, and protection of your star heritage? We all descend from the stars, but some of us are asked to remember to acknowledge the divine parentage from which we come and allow the innate divine dignity within to restore us to faith in the path here on earth. No matter how dark life on earth may seem at times, when we remember our holy heritage, we can also realise, ah yes, I am blessed, held as one with the Mother, who shall not be deterred from great holy purpose. I shall prevail. I forgot that and feared, but now I remember and am determined once more. My hair's really standing up on end, isn't it? Look at it. Go down. Then you shall feel joy and be inclined to dance, to sing, to make your art, and to live fearlessly once again. Okay, the sacred honouring ritual. Open your hands up above your head and say, through unconditional love and divine mercy, through the blessings of the ancient master and sages, including Brother Rumi, who loves me without condition, I call upon the blessings of the stars, the remembrance of my divine heritage, and the gift of spiritual success. I call upon the assurance of my soul's triumph and the luminous embrace of the Holy Mother. I honour my soul's need for art and for expression and for creativity now. Well, what's with the head? I've got like this real bad pain in the side of my head here. Oh my goodness. I feel like that rider with like the heavy head. Jeez. Oh. Are we all good? I think we're all good. I honour my soul's need for art, and this is when it started. It's like there is this need to honour your soul's need. I honour my soul's need for art and for expression and for creativity now from a pure and loving place within me. So be it. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. I finished this reading, guys. I love you all dearly, and I will catch up with you all soon. So until then, take care, much love,